You have just tapped into the Christian Life Coach Collective, and I'm your host, Laura Malone. I'm here to equip and encourage coaches in skills, business, personal life, and faith. I believe you're already 100% worthy and capable, and you're called for such a time as this. So let's get you walking it out with courage and confidence so you can be an amazing coach who sees transformation and great results in both your life and the lives around you. Let's get started. Today, I want to offer you some vision, not just like more teaching or strategy or all of those things that I love sharing. I want to talk about vision for what is possible for you. Like when women like you own the wisdom and the story and the experience, and then have the courage to step up, speak up, and share it. And I think it's really common these days. I hear it a lot. I see it a lot. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Maybe this is brand new to you. But I hear the phrases, share your story matters, things like that. And I think it's amazing. I don't think you can say it enough. I don't think you can hear it enough because we need to share our story and own it and believe that it matters and it carries weight. But it's not about oversharing or chasing a platform and a count on your numbers of followers and friends and likes and hearts, all the things. Like it's about stewarding the story line and the calling that you have on your life. It's about recognizing that what you've walked through and worked through and what you've learned isn't meant to just be for you. It's really meant to be passed on, and it's meant to be seeds that you can plant. It's meant to become part of somebody else's story, and it can become part of somebody else's transformation. When women own their wisdom, three things happen. First, you get clarity. It starts to rise to the surface. So when you own what you've lived, what you've learned, you actually stop chasing all of the shiny ideas and the shiny new things and all the butterflies and squirrels out there. You start seeing what is really yours to carry and what is not. You start to get more definition about your lane, your path, your journey, and you start walking in it with boldness and with bravery. You start pioneering something for yourself. The second thing that happens is that other women, they start waking up, and your courage gives them permission. So when you speak up, they say, wait, me too? Like when you start guiding them and sharing them, then they realize that they don't have to stay stuck. And then when you start leading, they remember, or maybe hear for the first time, that they can lead too. And what if you don't just help other people wake up, but what if you actually get to help some people to never fall asleep? Think about your daughters and your granddaughters. What if you help them never to find themselves in regret and shame and blame and wondering how they got where they are, all because you got brave and you spoke up and your story gave them the awareness they needed to mitigate and prepare for what could happen if they did fall asleep. And thirdly, a legacy starts being built because when you start sharing your wisdom, it starts to multiply. So when you hold back, you play small and keep everything on the lowdown, right? But when you start offering and naming and speaking and teaching and coaching through it, what you carry and all of that wisdom begins to grow. And it doesn't just grow a business or an influence online, it actually begins to grow impact and generational healing and kingdom fruit. You do not need a big audience to do that. You just have to start with what you already know, with who you already are, what you're already called to, right here. So I want to remind you and cast vision for you to grab onto that you are not too late. You're not too big of a mess. You're not unqualified. You're not too small. You're not too broken. You're not too behind. All of the things. You're exactly where you need to be to begin walking in this kind of wisdom and your kingdom assignment. You start walking now, imagine where you're going to be a year from now, 5 years from now. If I hadn't started 10 years ago, I would not be here. So I just started taking baby steps. And it was brave to take baby steps that felt like they meant nothing in the moment and trust that all those small results were going to add up and culminate in a legacy. I started focusing on what I wanted the future to look like, who I wanted to be in the future, what I wanted to create, who I wanted to impact. And if you feel afraid to start stepping forward, you're not alone in that. But don't confuse your fear with a lack of calling. Sometimes fear is just a sign that you're actually stepping into something new. Sometimes it's not really fear, but it's doing the same thing in your brain that excitement would do, or apprehension because there's something like an adventure coming for you, right? Your brain has to catch up to what's happening in your spirit, right? Your soul has to follow what's happening in your spirit. You are a woman with a powerful story, not just a woman with a broken past, not just a woman with some untapped potential. You actually have a perspective that only you can have, and other people need it. And when you own that and speak up and offer it, everything will start changing for you, your family, the women who are watching and waiting for clients. Mostly, it's all going to change for you. It's going to shift inside for you. So, my challenge to you today is to think about what you know deeply, not just in your head, but like in your soul, in your bones, deep down. What wisdom has life taught you? What lessons have you learned? And the things that God's entrusted to you? Are you able to even see them, or are you still looking at everything like a victim of circumstance? Or are you seeing the wisdom and the story, the testimony of what you've gained on the other side? Like, are you able to see from a place of hindsight? You know, what insight do you carry that somebody else is actually praying somebody would share to them? Don't bury it or hide it. Don't wait for the stage. Don't wait for the perfect strategy. Don't wait for help. Don't wait for permission. Just start with one conversation, one post online, one offer, one step towards somebody else who might need what you carry. You don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to do it, all perfectly laid out. You don't have to have it all figured out and have, it's don't get fit before you go to the gym. Because if you're ready to own your wisdom, I am here for you, obviously. There's a whole movement of women who are done staying silent and they're ready to start tapping into everything they're called to, rising up boldly to say yes to the Lord, step into their kingdom assignment, cultivate their story into something that's consumable and valuable for other people and put it into a container. It's not the end of anything for you. It's the beginning of something that's more real than anything ever has been. I can't wait to see what everybody starts creating because the women that I am talking to and working with are so like, I don't know how to explain it, but just on this edge of yes. I have to tap into this. I have to say yes. I have to take action. I can't hold back anymore. I can't suppress myself anymore. I can't stay silent anymore. I'm so excited about what God is doing in the lives of women and these women who want to rise up and create a container for what they carry called coaching so that it becomes accessible and valuable to the world around you, creating impact and income so you can do more of it is so I don't there's no word for it. I'm so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about helping people do it, and I want you to have vision that it's possible for you. Thanks for listening. For more coaching resources and to learn how to work with me, head to sterlingandstonementoring.com or click the link in the show notes. Remember, walk boldly in your calling, and I'll talk to you next time.